Guys, it happened. It happened. Lads, the Indiana Fever have fired Christy Sides. It's about damn time. The annoying thing for me is that I can't just keep clickbaiting. Will they hire? Will they, won't they? Will they fire Sides? Will they hire Sides? I said in a video yesterday, if they kept Christy Sides, it would be just an admission. An admission they're not doing anything. But now, if you guys agree, this is great. This is great. Subscribe. We're trying to hit 38,200 by the end of the day. It's only 50 subscribers. But lads, unfortunately, I, as someone who has basically been told to stop drinking because of like health issues, well, not health issues, my body just doesn't react well to alcohol. Unfortunately, the only thing I have is a can of Monster. So instead of cracking open a can of beer, you guys can crack open a can of whatever you want, or open a bottle of whatever you want at this stage. We're going to crack open a can. We're going to crack open a can. We're going to pour one out. Oh, you guys can see where it's going. We're going to pour one out for Christy Sides. We're going to pour one out for Christy Sides. And then we're going to get into celebrating. It's over. Sides ball is over. Christy Sides ball is done. It is done. The Indiana Fever have parted ways with Coach Christy Sides. They have to have a coach ready, by the way. Like, they have to have a coach ready. And you know what this means? It means 50% of WNBA teams have fired their coaches. Man, I'm even sick, but you know what? You know what? We have some of you guys in celebration should get absolutely just absolutely blitzed, absolutely hammered right now. I'm going to get absolutely caffeinated. But Christy Sides is done. You know what that means? Grace Berger might get protected. We're not going to see Damaris Dantas at the power forward anymore. We're not going to see Erica Wheeler at the 1, or Caitlin Clark at the 3. We are going to see right now, Christy Sides, like, I'm telling you, this is great. This is great news. This is absolutely fantastic news. DBG's Christmas, Cheryl Miller, probably not Cheryl Miller. I'm partially surprised. I know a lot of people on this early in the season teams losing the late turn. The late turnaround was because she had probably the 4th best roster in the W. Like, that's realistically it. Realistically, I wonder who it's going to be. But for now, we got to, first of all, again, give credit to Christy Sides. What she did as far as the culture in Indiana, it was a losing culture, and she got them all playing on the same page. She got them working like a team. Like, she did a lot of things. Like, Christy Sides, I gotta say, she did a lot of things well. But a lot of the things she did well were, like, good assistant coach things. It's things you want from a good assistant coach. Not your head coach. Was she good in game adjustments? No. Was she good at making subs? No. Was she good at making, like, seeing what the other teams were doing and game planning for that? No. But she was good with team chemistry. She was good at team building. She was good at getting everybody on the same page. And oh dear Lord, look who liked the tweet. Look who liked the tweet about her getting followed. Do you know who is currently in the same vicinity as Jada Jimphy? Caitlin Clark. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is messy. This is really, really messy. But either way, look, you got to give credit to Christy Sides where credit's due. Like, I don't think she did a terrible job at what she had. I thought she coached to the best of her ability. It's just her ability is not the level of a WNBA head coach. And it's fine to say that, by the way. Just want to make that a point. It is fine to say somebody's ability is not, someone is out of their depth. You can say somebody had the best possible job, they're just out of their depth. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did the best possible job he could have done with Manchester United. He was just out of his depth. And that's the reality of it. There are sometimes coaches do the best they can. But when you're looking to be at the top level, doing the best you can is not enough. And it's simply put, not enough. Like, I'm looking here on Reddit, and people are saying, oh, they must obviously have another coach. And I agree. Like, you do realize, by the way, their new GM's job starts tomorrow. Their new GM literally starts her job tomorrow. And that's what everyone said. And they were like, nothing is going to happen until the new GM comes in. And obviously her first thing is hiring a new coach. But again, I do want to give credit where credit's due to Christy Sides. Like, to say Christy Sides did no good is wrong. To say she is a bad coach, she's bad at a lot of aspects of coaching. She is unfortunately a bad offensive coach, a bad defensive coach, a bad rotations coach. Is blinded a lot of times by loyalty, which every coach is to an extent. But her loyalty was to Christy Wallace, who couldn't even get burned for Australia at the Olympics, whose best player was whose main offensive option was defensive specialist Alana Smith, and their second best player was Sammy Wickham. Yeah, like, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is, and I gotta give credit to the Indiana Fever for not saying mediocre is enough. And by the way, like, if this team wasn't competing for a championship, I wouldn't be that annoyed with Christy Sides being there. Like, I think if there's genuinely a team, and I mean this, if there is genuinely a team that is just in a absolute shit show, like, then get Christy Sides in. And I mean that. Any team in the WNBA would be lucky to have Christy Sides as an assistant coach. I don't think she should lose her job overall coaching. Give her a college job, maybe. She'll make similar money. She'll make good money. Give her a good college job. She's Christy Sides. She's a big name. Give her a good college job, because in her defense, she's going to be able to get people on the same page. She's going to be good for stuff like that. Don't know how she's going to be at developing players. But no, Christy Sides just wasn't ready. She was out of her depth, and she did not deserve to keep her job going into next year. There's no question about it. And she did not deserve it. And, like, obviously, I am late to this. I'm late to this video by about half an hour. The reason is, obviously, I am the one day at a time I leave my freaking house on a... One time I leave my house on a Sunday, this goes and happens. But, yeah. That's pretty much it. You guys agree? You guys agree that she should have been fired? And I think every single Fever fan will say she should have been fired. I think every fan of another team is like, oh, this is a terrible coaching hire. And I will say this. If you're saying that's a bad hire, would you take Christy Sides coaching your team? I think every single answer is going to be yes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys.